get you to start by saying and spelling your first and last name and your job title.
All right.
We'll go from there.
All right, first name is Garrick, Garrick. Last name Vickery, Vickery, and I'm the Chief Assistant District Attorney here in Morgan County.
So obviously your thoughts on the results of this verdict, or the jury verdict?
It's tough to process so soon after the verdicts. I think the jury did their job. I think they went about their job well. Even if we disagree with the verdict, I think this case was tried fairly by both sides, the defense and the prosecution, and that's really all we can ask in any case.
What were your main takeaways from this trial from your perspective, and what you think the jury may have saw along the way to reach the verdict that they did?
It's tough for me to put myself in the jury's position because our position as an advocate, I think they looked at everything they needed to look at. They are sort of the conscience of the community, and this is what their decision is, and we will respect it.
Mr. Vickery, when it comes to the length of this trial, do you think that had anything to do with the verdict they came to?
It certainly could. For a mitigation case, the defense's case, to last as long as it did, I mean almost a little over a week, I think the jury had a lot of information to get through. So I think that certainly played a factor. But again, without talking to the jury, it's hard to know exactly what they base their decision on.
Mr. Vickery, Rogers' alleged accomplice, John Legg, still doesn't have a trial date as far last time I checked anyway. Can the DA's office provide any hint to when you might prosecute Legg? And can you say whether anything that happened in the Rogers case will affect the way you prosecute John Legg going forward?
It's always tough to know how evidence is going to look when it's presented. I think we got a good look at that through Rogers' trial, but it will be a completely different trial for John Legg. I think in terms of scheduling, it's up to the court. It's really not up to the DA's office to set these. We still have a few more procedural hurdles to get through, but we anticipate by early next year we should be able to get to Mr. Legg's case.
When it comes to capital cases, can you explain, because there are a lot of viewers that reached out to me, why are we even having a trial if he confessed to what took place? Can you explain to people that you can't really plead out to the death penalty?
That is true. When the death penalty is an option in any case, there is no guilty plea you can enter that will take the burden off the state to present evidence for a defendant's guilt. So even if he had shown up, pled guilty, said I did it, we would still have to present evidence. A jury would still have to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Once we heard that verdict and everything kind of concluded, we saw you with the victims' families. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys were speaking about after everything concluded?
Really just what they've been through. I mean, it's hard from a prosecution perspective to be involved in a case for this long, but when it's a loved one that is a victim and you have to sit through this much of a trial, trying to process that, trying to get to closure, which is what we're hoping for a victim in any case, it's tough, and that's what we talked about with them.
So then we talked a little bit about before this, how many hours of work went into this. Can you talk a little bit about how much work that you guys put in to try to get justice for those victims?
Sure, and it's one thing for us to present a case. That's kind of what we do. It's what we're used to. Between law enforcement, the FBI, the Morgan County Sheriff's Office, I know Sheriff Puckett sent a lot of man hours into this case. Chris Hendon with the FBI spent a number of hours. Madison County Sheriff's Office, there were lots of agencies involved, and there were thousands of hours spent all total. So it was a group effort for sure just to get us to this point, and we're thankful for them.
Is there anything else you wanted to say that you touched on?
I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.